And welcome back to Tekkit. So as you can see, I am back on my Earth base. I have just been back to refresh my oxygen tanks because I need to take a visit to the Mars station that I have created in the past, and I am going to conduct a sort of barbaric salvage operation. So I don't need this much oxygen generation on my Mars base anymore because my Mars base has proven to be ineffective, and so therefore I scrapped it. So it was a giant waste of resources, but I need to open this menu and reassign. Is it that one? Yeah, I think it's that one, isn't it? That to minus. This one doesn't seem to remember. Yeah, ignore on. Okay. So I'm going to want to salvage a bank of these oxygen collectors so that I can place them into my space station. I'm also going to want a load of oxygen pipe, and technically I might as well. I don't think oxygen is considered as a fluid, so I'm going to conduct an experiment, because if I can send it from Earth or Minecraft, or whatever the technical name for Minecraft here is, through a tesseract up to space, that might be quite interesting, but I don't think I can. It's going to be a very almost short-lived experiment, because I have a feeling it will not produce the results that I expect. And because I've now learnt that I can use this aluminium cabling to do what I need it to do, I am very excited to try some in-the-floor oxygen bubble generation systems. So this is needed to make sure the introduction matrix works up here. Another bubble distributor, so I might as well have that while I'm here. How much oxygen cable have I got? 26. So let's... Again, I don't think this is particularly expensive to make, but considering I have it all here, not doing anything, I might as well grab some of it. Just in case I haven't finished taking everything apart, I'll leave it functioning in case this thing's downstairs. And also, this is quite expensive in the real world, with its electrum demands, etc. So we grab some of that. Replenish my stocks. Even if I just chuck it into my system, ignore it. There we go. Okay, so where's my Linky Book home? There's my Linky Book home. So I've got bubble distributor, I've got sealable aluminium wire, okay, so how do I make a sealable oxygen cable? So we've only got 2 bubble distributors, so we can only take 2 of those for now. So all I need, isn't it? Although I'm going to need to take some cable out. I'm going to need to take oxygen out of the room where I'm creating it, aren't I? So I'll put a 3rd one for kicks. What else do I need? Oh, I've got a heavy oxygen tank. Okay. So shall we test if oxygen is compatible with tesseracts? I'm going to need 2 tesseracts. Have I got 2 tesseracts? I do. Okay. So if we connected this to here, does it connect? Nope. Nope. That was easy. That's experiment over. You cannot transfer oxygen via tesseracts. Problemo solvedio. Right. So to the space station. Okay. So there's been a bit more work done. I've obviously finished the roof, finished the lights. I've got some airlocks in a couple of places, which go out into obviously the outside world. What else have I done since the last episode? Oh yes, I remember what I've done. Now it's not gone well, but I have built onto the top of my tower the planned solar array to look like a real space station. The problem with the solar panels is that when you get to a certain distance away, which in this case is not very far, they disappear, so I'm never going to get to see them in their full glory. So I have a feeling that I'm going to scrap the plan to have a fully functioning solar array, even though it's not going to generate me any real power, and I'm going to have to build a fake one so it looks cool when you're standing far away. Another thing that I've done, again, just for shits and giggles, is I've hopefully, if I get them to work, I've set up some blinky lights. So the lights on all corners of my space station will blink to indicate that there's a space station here. Beep, beep. It's pointless, but funny. So I've got a grid of lights, which obviously gives me a fully enclosed environment. That needs to be scrapped. I might scrap that later in this episode if I have time. This airlock, I haven't got enough airlock door control-y things. So we need some oxygen system set up. So might as well set it up. How should we set this up? So I've got power. Might as well set it up in here because I don't need all this space for power. I'm starting to slowly use the power, which is good. Okay. So we are going to need, I can't even remember how I got it set up then. Space around it. So let's get some, oh it's here isn't it? Let's get some oak leaves. So we've only got 4 high. Okay. I don't know if this is the right side for power. Nope. Okay. Okay. And then we can put oxygen cables and the sealable escaping oxygen path. We can then enclose it in leaves. Remember we had them on all 4 corners, that worked just fine. Like so. We will then bring the power like so and see what it does. Oh, there we go. So each of these is now generating 20 a second. So if I put another layer here like this, do I get more? Not currently. 40 seconds, yep, there we go. So just start building it up now. I'll have to perhaps look at a much more efficient way of getting or setting up banks of leaves. So that gives me 80 a second on each. Could I realistically just close this off and then, oh, run out. Wasn't expecting to do that. Oak leaves. That glowing green of that over there with the yellow, with the, is very cool. It's a glitch, I'd imagine, but it looks very cool. Okay, so we have a solid bank of leaves, giving 100 a second. Only need to have 1 access point really in here. 100 a second. 100 a second. 120 second. But is that one getting 120 seconds as well? That's cool. So 120 a second from each of these is a lot. So let's decide where we want our first bubble distributor. So we're always going to be spawning into this room. So let's put it somewhere in the reasonable middle of this. So I am carrying my ruler. So 1 to there is 9. It's 9. Oh, I've done it perfectly in the middle. 5. 5. I've done it perfect. Now, I'd like a point of note that I did that on total fluke, perfectly in the middle of this room. So if we put one of our bubble distributors into here, we then got to work out which one's the oxygen, which one's the power. I think this one's the power. Nope, this one's the power. Okay. Well, at least I know. Why'd that explode instantly? So sealed oxygen pipe goes there. Sealed power goes there. Okay. So we need to go. I'm not going to do it with 18. I don't think. Oh, I might be able to because I've got the power to do different things. So where's me escape hole? Okay. So there's all of our doors. Okay. So my nearest power is over there. Okay. So why won't I move? It was annoying. I guess I'm going to fall too short because I've been over generous with the cabling. No, a little bit more than too short, aren't I? Then again, I've got little bonus ones here. Wait, I picked up 2 and then only got 1. So I've got a magnet on. That's annoying. Well, I'll dig an unnecessary escape pod. And we'll grab 64 more cable. That was easy enough. I have a feeling I'm going to need a load more oxygen cable. Yeah, I thought it was very boringly easy to make. Glass panes. That's interesting. Okay. Back down in the hole. So let's finish the power cabling off. The fact that that's not a sealable cable is interesting. Why haven't I done that? That would make much more sense to me. So this should have not enough power. Ah, because that's not an input, that's an out. Ah. I need to come up here for power. Ooh. Alright, come on. Okay, so the power's going to have to come down here. Power goes down there. That's fine, so we'll get rid of that one. Okay. So we'll seal up the hole in this floor. Pretend it never happened. Make sure that the cabling is there to complete the circuit. And this should... wrong side. this should now have power. Okay, so it needed 160 a second. I've got more than enough to count for that. 4 of those would be easily covered. Right, so where is the oxygen? There. Okay. Next big question is 41 of these going to be enough? So we'll keep our pipes reasonably parallel and neat so that I can run them to the same logical places. Probably need to connect this to a compressor as well for simplicity of replenishing my tanks. Boom! Boom! Okay. So here comes a bubble. Fill in this hole. And let's see how insignificant this bubble is in the context of my space base. I would like it to magically fill this whole room. I have a feeling it's going to stop just short of being useful in size. I know. Still going. Still using 160 a second. Oh, it's gonna come very close to being spot on perfect. Very close. Oh, look at that. It fills this room door to door within a few millimeters of the edge. That I genuinely didn't build any of the rooms of this space base having known how the dimensions of anything were. With that I am impressed by. The simplicity of that. So let's nip back down to the old Minecraft. Don't need any of this crap dropping off or picking up because I've got the system in place. Let's go back up then. Boom, we're in breathable air. So I could easily perhaps look at putting a bubble underneath here, and that would fill the central corridor with oxygen. Can do the same in this room in the middle. I can definitely put this room full of oxygen. I think that's probably 3 is my limit for now with this one collector setup, because with this one collector setup I'm getting 120 per thing, so I've only got enough for 3, so I'd need to put either, would it work if I just put some more leaves down? So for example, if I just put another row across the back here, can I get each one? If I can get each one up to 160, then I know I can put 4 distributors down, can't I? What are the chances that's done anything? 140, it did. Controversial. So if we just put another bank across the front, do we get to the beautiful 160? Oh, it does. 160 per collector. Fantastic. So if I just build an identical copy of this here, which will probably fit nicely with the corridor in the middle, I could easily get enough bubble distributors to make a difference. So I can't really get into the oxygen here. It's literally just perfectly through the wall. Look at it scraping through ever so slightly. Apparently I can't walk through it. It's a physical object that caught me out then. No, it's fine now. But yeah, I've got some oxygen in my base. My space base is habitable a bit more. There is a bit more of a habitable nature to my space base. I think I prefer the name space base to space station, but space station is established now. GPMB space base would be cooler, but let's see if I can go and rename it. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed another Tekkit Projects episode and a continued progression on the old space station. I will see you again very soon for the next episode. Bye for now.